What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Yammy Noob. Today we are doing a gift-giving guide for motorcyclists. If you have a loved one that is a motorcyclist in your life, we're going to cover you today with a gift you could give for them for the holiday season, or if you're a biker yourself, you can pick some of this stuff up for you. We've got a lot of categories here today, something for everybody. You can get everything down below at shop.yammynoob.co. Let's get into it. Alrighty folks, today we are starting off with the most universal item, something you could buy for anybody, use on any bike, make it a little bit easier for you guys. And as we go through this video, we're going to drill down on more individual items that you could buy for a specific motorcycle or a motorcyclist. And today we're starting off with something we're really excited about. It's these Nelson Rig tank bags and saddlebags, right Josh?
Yep, love these things. We just got them in pretty recently, and I think we've both kind of fallen in love with them a little bit.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really convenient too. We were actually playing around with this and putting it on the Gixxer, and this one is actually the tank bag that you can just set on there. It's got magnets on it, just holds it in place. We were saying that if you're gonna go do a big sport touring day type of thing, you know, it's got right here inside of it a little compartment where you can put a split, a camera, a sandwich, a little waterproof over the bag type of situation here, a document compartment. This thing's pretty high qual, man.
Yeah, that's made by people who ride. They know exactly what you're doing out there and kind of what you're gonna need and what you won't. I love that this attaches to a metal tank just super securely and very quickly, but also so many modern bikes have plastic covers on their tanks now, so it also has straps. You strap it on around the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just lift your tank a little bit, strap it on there, and then you're good to go. And then you can also release it afterwards as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so this thing is
quick
pretty
releases
sweet.
just like this one has. And both of these come in these sizes and one larger size too, in case this isn't enough storage
and that fits a whole helmet, right?
The tail bag in the largest size fits the whole helmet.
Yeah, not this one, obviously. It's a little tiny.
Yeah, this is a small one.
Yeah, but you can tell this is actually, you know, hard here, so it's going to be pretty weather resistant, pretty bulletproof, I would say.
Yep.
This one has a lot of space inside of it too, man. Honestly, like that's.
And this is it condensed. It actually expands as well.
Yeah.
You know, so you can get a little bit more room inside of it, but very, very cool product.
Yeah, this is a great addition for us. Nelson Rig, like we said, is kind of like the top of the line when it comes to this like sport touring and like luggage type of thing. And so if you've got a motorcyclist in your life that you think that would benefit from this gift, that they're doing long miles, big days in the saddle, and they're just using a backpack or something, this is definitely a great addition. So Josh, what are these retail at?
These are both $109.95.
Nice. And then for the bigger size for this guy?
This one has 3 sizes. So this one goes from here all the way up to I think about 130.
Okay.
In its biggest size, I think add about $10 for each size.
Yeah.
And then this one is 120 or so for the largest size.
I think pretty good value for money. And as we were mentioning, this actually has, if I can zip it up here, a little carrying case so you can pop it off your V-Strom, your little Merce, ready to go, hang out, have a fun day with our buddies at the park, you know? It's a great thing.
Pull out the map, get it going, mark some stuff down.
Yeah, V-Strom boys do not use GPS. They use hard, real maps.
Correct.
You never know. No one will know when you're out there on the road, right? Let's move on to our next product. All right, guys, next up on our most universal items is, of course, a Cardo communicator. I feel like if you don't have a Cardo or some sort of communicator in 2021 and going into 2022, you're kind of doing motorcycling wrong, right, Josh?
Yeah, we just like ride around in silence.
Just silence. That's horrible. How sad for you. So we think that this is a great gift for motorcyclists because you don't need to know anything about the motorcyclist helmet or how they ride or anything like that. Most of these communicators will fit up to just about every single helmet. You see here I've got the Pack Talk Bold to my personal Arai over here, and Cardo's actually got some pretty cool stuff going on, right Josh?
Yeah, absolutely. This product and their whole line of products you can't buy on YNMoto, but they're running a Black Friday sale, 30% off the Pack Talk line until December 6th. So these are not cheap units. You know, this is an investment. They're worth it, but to get 30% off of it is pretty sweet.
So 30% off, that's what, like $270, $280, right?
Yep. Yeah. So this is almost a $400 unit, or the black version of this that comes with the upgraded speakers, and it's currently going for like $270 for Black Friday.
But if you want something at a more reasonable price point, Cardo actually has their new Spirit line, which is their entry-level communicator. $100 gets you into the Cardo family, and you can be communicating and listening to music and doing everything you need to do with their new Spirit line, which is pretty sweet. These make a great gift, man. You can just pick one of these up, put it in a nice little box. The unit comes all in right here. You get the speakers, the communicator, the brackets, everything you need to actually install it on the helmet already comes in here, and you're good to go. As you guys know, Cardo's been a long-time sponsor of our channel, and we love them. We've been using them forever. I think everyone here on the team has one, just about.
Yep, absolutely. It's a blast riding around in a small group of riders. It's like you're playing video games or something like that. Yeah, so we love them. We all personally use them as well. And the coolest thing with the new line is that they have a price point and a product for whatever you're wanting to spend, all the way up to $400, but starting at $100, which is kind of cool.
Yep, so get a Cardo, it's a great gift. Let's move on to the next product. All right, guys, next up, we are talking helmets, and we've got a really, really cool one here for you. It's the Nolan N87. We've had this thing in the shop for a couple weeks now. Josh actually picked this one up for his girlfriend, who just started learning how to ride, and we're really impressed with this helmet, right? Like, it's actually really nice.
Yep, yeah, I think it blew us both away. Neither of us have ever had a Nolan helmet.
Nope.
Right? Yeah, and the features, it's just got everything. For the price point, it really surprised me.
So price point on this is $325, but if you go on shop.amu.co, give us your email, we'll get you 10% off, get you into this helmet for $300, which is ridiculous. This one is, how much on this one, Josh?
This one's $260.
$260.
So without the graphics, basically. And this one comes in solid black, a matte black, which is this one. It also comes in white, and I think a gray as well.
Yeah, so the only difference between these is the paint scheme. You're still getting all the same features on this, which is a lot, so let's walk through them really quickly. You're getting a pin lock protected visor right here from the factory, which is cool. You get a drop down visor right here inside of it, which is a really great feature for all day riding. You've got quick release chin right here for the vent, top vents over here. What else, Josh?
The clasp is one thing that actually surprised me a lot.
That's right.
Yeah, so typically I've only ridden with D-rings, but this has just kind of like you slip it in here and close it as tight as you want. We were talking earlier, you could do this with a glove on. Yeah. And that's one of the things about my helmet. I have taken off from a stop and I get about a block down and realize it's not clasped.
Yeah, you got to pull over, take the gloves off, put it on, put the gloves back on. It's kind of annoying.
And I'm sure it's not the only time that you'd benefit from this, but this is a pretty cool little clasp system.
Yeah.
The lining, the cushion in this is also really nice.
It's so nice.
I think we were both pretty impressed with that.
They call it this Clima-Cool material that's meant to keep you nice and cool in the summer. You get a chin curtain here as well. I put this one on. This is a large, fits me pretty well. Yeah, I was really surprised. Very snug, feels really good inside. Feels like a comfortable helmet you can wear all day long. And the price is killer.
Like, and this isn't some out of nowhere company, right?
No,
I mean, this is in racing. People are wearing these, right?
Alex Rins in MotoGP, number 42, wears a Nolan X-Lite. That's a sister company of Nolan.
Right.
Bunch of racers in Moto America wearing them, and these are actually made in Italy as well. So this is not some random brand. This is a pretty reputable and known brand for sure.
Yeah, all DOT CE rated, everything you'd hope for as far as safety. Yeah, no hesitancy. I mean, I put this on my girlfriend, so I hope that speaks for itself.
Yeah, and we hope that she never uses it for its intended purpose.
Exactly, right. Yeah. Doesn't go to Utah and ride ADV bikes.
You still need to get a new helmet.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I banged mine up there.
Yeah, we'll get you this Nolan. It'll be good. Let's move on to our next product. All right, next up we have a pretty popular product for most motorcyclists. These are the CRG bar end mirrors. One of the first things that motorcyclists do when they get their bikes, start modifying them, and the first thing that they go is the big, strong, pokey mirrors that they have. Get something a little bit more aero and lightweight like this, right, Josh?
Yep, I put bar ends on pretty much all my bikes because you can see better in them. You're not just looking at your shoulder. It kind of lowers the overall height of the bike, making a more streamlined look. I think that's probably the biggest reason people do them.
Yep.
But CRG, these are the guys for mirrors. You know, they make great stuff. You know, you can go to the store and pop in anywhere and get some bar ends, but these are really high quality. Yeah, we really like these. These also have to come with an adapter set, and we'll show how they go onto the bike, but you basically just put the adapter into the end of the bar, and it screws itself in tight, and then you just clip this onto that adapter.
Yeah, so actually let's go show you guys how to install one of these. So for these CRG mirrors, the install is actually pretty straightforward. All you need to do is grab yourself a T-handle. Most handlebars on motorcycles have a little bar end weight like this. You can remove them pretty easily just by pulling it out. Go ahead and demonstrate that, Josh.
We loosened it earlier.
We loosened it earlier for demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
And then for your new CRG mirrors, you're gonna have to make sure you get an adapter so that you put a new bar and weight on there that will fit up to this new one, and then it will install just like that. You get a nice arrow looking mirror right there.
Right.
Sometimes on these handlebars, you can get into a situation where you actually have a little space that you can just put the mirror on and without taking anything off. But that is pretty rare, and it will depend on your motorcycle. Josh, what is the price point on these bad boys?
So we have two options. These arrows, they're about $125, $25 adapter, so you're in it for $150 for the really clean, sharp look. And also the round foldable ones from CRG as well, those are $85, so you're in all $110 once you get adapters as well. Also, most handlebars are pretty universal. That's kind of why we selected this. Most of them are 7/8 handlebars. You'll buy a 7/8 handlebar adapter, and it's gonna work on most bikes. You can go and measure the interior length of the handlebar just to confirm. There are some cruisers and stuff like that that are gonna have bigger bars, but most of your street bikes are gonna have a universal 7/8 handlebar.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next product. All right, one of the features that we're most proud about on the store is our new year, make, and model feature where you can shop by bike. And one of the best things we have on the store is we now carry new Rage Cycle tail tidies. You might be looking at this R7 and saying, Amy, that does not have a new Rage Cycles tail tidy on it, and that's because we could not find one for the R7 just yet. But I use one on my desert sled. I'll include a photo right here, and we love their stuff. It's very high quality. What do you think, Josh?
Yep, yeah, I totally agree. There's one on my SV as well.
Yeah.
And the reason we brought this bike in here is because of how massive this is.
Yeah.
It really highlights the need for a tail tidy.
Yep.
So your plate goes on right here with this tail tidy. It would be tucked up underneath here. You can get them in tucked versions where your plate kind of lays flat, a little more incognito, or the standard version where it's much more visible.
Yeah, and this is a great gift because if you know simply the year, make, and model of the motorcyclist you're trying to give a gift for, you can rest assured that that tail tidy will fit for that particular bike. Or again, if you are a motorcyclist yourself and you want to get a tail tidy, easy way to do it right there. Tail tidies are one of those common mods you see on motorcycles. You could probably seen us in videos doing them to almost all of our giveaway bikes as well. It's a great mod, cleans up the look of the bike, and we think it's kind of an essential mod for most motorcycles because again, this is really not very good looking. It's quite ugly. But yeah, hit the link down below. Check out the tail tidies we've got on the store. Up next, we've got some tools that any motorcyclist could stand to benefit from, and the first one we're talking about is the brake bleeder kit that we've got over here from Bike Master. This thing is pretty trick, man. If you've ever bled your own brakes, use it the old-fashioned way by pumping it through. It can take forever. This thing actually uses a vacuum line. It makes the job way easier, way better. I've used this on my race bike and my street bike on the desert sled. It is way easier to do this than pressing it, right, Josh? You've used this before?
I have. I've used it on all of my bikes, and
so much better.
It's so much cleaner. That's kind of my big thing too. If you're used to like holding the lever, cracking it, and then it just kind of squirts onto your wheel, and you're like after every time trying to wipe it off and stuff, it's a pain. So this cup catches everything and actually creates a vacuum so that it pulls the fluid through the line instead of you having to force it from the top end. It works with pretty much any bleeder valve that I've found. It's got a bunch of different adapters, a bunch of length of hose so that you can kind of ergonomically get it set up how you need to do it by yourself. Makes the job a lot easier.
90 bucks gets you this on shop.yamanube.co. We've also got the Motion Pro PBR chain tool. That's press, brake, and rivet. Motion Pro, as you guys know, makes top of the line stuff. They make some of the highest quality motorcycle tools and equipment that you can buy. This one is really cool because unlike cheaper chain braking tools, this thing's actually gonna last the test of time. You can break chain after chain after chain with it and not have to worry about it warping or doing weird stuff. I think we've both struggled with cheaper chain braking tools that don't stand the test of time.
No, ergonomically, like they give like a little toothpick handle and you're like trying to brake, like my GS has a 530 chain. It is extremely satisfying to break a chain off, in my opinion, push the rivets back through using one of these. It's just very satisfying. But on a bigger chain, 525 or 530, it takes some force. So you want a beefy tool like this.
What's the price point on this one, Josh?
This one is $100.
100 bucks gets you the PBR tool. We also have the tool roll that you can put in your saddlebag you picked up from Nelson Rig, for example. Get you going on the road. We actually don't have one here in the shop because we sold the last one we had here and actually went out on its way. So we don't have it to demonstrate, but we can put a nice photo for you. Up next, we are talking motorcycle boots. You guys have seen us harp on these a while back, and we keep harping on them because we want to keep your toes protected. It's very important to wear a proper motorcycle boot and not just Vans or flip-flops if you are a Hayabusa boy, right, Josh?
That's correct. Yeah, you don't anticipate it until something happens. I've broken a rear set in half with my foot on a bumper. And I'm so glad I was in a moto shoe.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you hit the car. That's right. I was like, wait, I thought you like stomped through the rear set. No, okay,
nope.
You're good.
Yeah, no, wasn't trying to break it. No. Yeah.
Those damn Chinese rear sets.
I think the thing for us is these features are universal across all these shoes. We have 4 or 5 of these styles that we offer on the store.
Yep.
The biggest thing is just the difference between something else that you might normally ride in, like a work boot or Vans or a tennis shoe or something like that.
Yeah, so looking over some of the features, you're gonna notice that a proper motorcycle boot's gonna have actually protection over your shift points, right? So you can shift on your motorcycle, you can brake on your motorcycle, whatever you need to do, it's gonna have protection right there. Lots of ankle protection, that's a big part, and it's just built a little bit more tougher and more sturdy than a normal boot over here. So we've got quite a few options. These are some of our more popular sellers on the store that we have right now. We've got these more sporty first gear Palisades over here. What do these retail for, Josh?
The Palisades, those are $130.
$130 over here for the Palisades. We also have the Coastal Moto shoe over here, very popular on the store.
Yep.
What's the price point on these?
Those are $120.
$120 for this one over here. Then we have our speed and strength offerings over here. The CTA boot right here, pretty good option. What's the price on this one?
That's another $130.
$130, so all under $150, definitely doable. Actually, probably a similar price point to a fashion boot that you would buy anyways, so get the protection while you can. And I've actually forgotten the name of this one here, Josh.
This was the United by Speed.
United by Speed.
This is the black with the gum bottom. It also comes with a white bottom if that's more your thing. I think these both
looks super
look
casual.
Yeah, you can wear this all day. I've worn them. They're very comfortable, and they feel good to ride in. You know, it's the support everywhere you need. Your toes aren't going anywhere. You've got the shift lever support. So like if you've ever ridden in your normal shoes, I wear leather shoes, and it works a nice big stripe in my shoe every single time. So I highly encourage someone rides in boots like these.
Yep. All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed this gift-giving guide for motorcyclists. We will not judge you if you pick up this stuff for yourself either if you're a motorcyclist. And remember, everything you get on our store will get you entries to win our giveaway bikes, and it's a great way to support what we do here on the channel. We thank you very much for your support, and if you choose to buy something on our store. Josh, out of all the stuff we looked at today, what would you say would be your pick for a gift giving?
Tailbag, probably.
I think so too.
I really like the tailbag.
We kind of got blown away by the tailbag. I like the little tank bag, honestly.
Okay, yeah.
Just slap that on there, good to go, done.
Yep, full day on the desert sled.
Yeah, full day on the desert sled, run away with your Merce. Love it. Yeah, that would be our pick out of all the items we featured today. But thank you again so much for watching, everyone. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Hey. Great seeing you here. Didn't think I'd see you back at the end of another Yami Noob video. Yes, this video is actually over, but if you hit this link over here, you can keep watching Yami Noob. Leave me a comment on this one and that one if you don't mind. Let me know if you liked it or hated it, and then maybe we can make the videos better. Keep improving, right?